Practical number 4. Leading the way to practice. Sila Visuddhi, Part 2. At first sight, it may seem that developing and protecting Sila is not difficult, but this is deserving as to truly incorporate Sila into our lives. It takes a lot of effort and mindfulness. Today, we are basing our lesson on the conversation between Mahatani Puttathero and Sariputta in the Ratha Vinita Sutra. In this sutra, the eightfold path is explained in 7 purifications, where Sila is the first to be developed. The simile given in this sutra is very relevant and should be carefully studied, as it shows the importance of Sila in this whole journey. King Prasandi of Kosala embarked on a journey to Saketa, a distant place, and his ministers arranged the journey using 7 prepared chariots to complete the 7 stages of the journey. The king was scheduled to arrive at each point, where the next chariot waited him when he would dismount from his chariot, and mount the next one till he boarded the 7th chariot, which took him to his ultimate destination. Similarly, we have to develop the 7 purifications one after the other, each one leading to the next purification in order to follow the eightfold path, ultimately leading to Nibbana. It is very important to understand that we have to fulfill each stage before we can proceed to the next stage. Just like the king had to arrive at the boarding station, where the next chariot was waiting to take him to the subsequent stage in his journey. So, by making sure that he arrived at each of the 7 meeting places as prearranged, he was able to complete his journey. It is important to note that the king needed to travel in all 7 chariots in that given sequence to arrive at Saketa as planned. Similarly, we have to develop Sila to total purity to be able to proceed to the 2nd purification level, which is Siddha Visuddhi, and so on till we fulfill all 7 purifications. Let us look again closely at Sila. Sila, Sarana Sila, which is taking refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. During Lord Buddha's time, some disciples were able to enter Sotapanna level. Just after taking the 3 refuges, this shows the depth of development these disciples had already reached. When we observe Sarana Sila, we should have a full understanding of Sila and what it involves. If we desire to perfect these skills without totally fulfilling Sila, we cannot proceed to the next level. Just as the king could mount the 2nd chariot only when his 1st chariot brought him to the appointed place, where the 2nd chariot was waiting for him. This means that such understanding should include right view of Sila, Kamma, Dukkha, Satya. One also has to understand how Kusala and Akusala Kamma are generated and three information that bring them about: right speech, right action, and right livelihood. In other words, one has to realize that developing and perfecting these skills encompasses the way we lead our lives right through our lifetime. It is also means that it is not a skill set that is developed in one lifetime, but is developed life after life and so on in numerous lifetimes in samsara. Then, what is it that we feel as wholesome when we do kusala karma? This is only a momentary wholesomeness because it is only a temporary phenomena. This wholesomeness should be developed to such an extent that our every waking moment we are mindful and wise. This is what is called paramita, or perfection leading to total purification, that is nibbana. So now we are going to practice sarana sila.
Practice. Get yourself settled down. Bring your attention inward. Be mindful of the breath. Take a few blissful breaths and relax. Scan the body several times with the blissful breaths. Observations. Pay attention to the mood of the mind. What sort of mind do you have right now? Is it burdened with feelings? Does it scatter your thoughts? If so, take any great quality of Lord Buddha and breathe into your heart. A good example is Arhan quality. Breathe in and see how peaceful the mind becomes. Now try to stay in this peaceful state of mind. How can we keep the mind from being defiled? The mind gets defiled by the senses. So whatever the senses bring, treat them with compassion. Try to make it habitual and not limit it to the cushion. Every time the senses are in action, slow down, take a breath and consider what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you feel, and what you think, always with compassion and loving kindness. Do not reject, do not hold, just pay attention, do nothing, practice these steps and report. End of lesson 4.